The phenomenon, splitting Africa in half. Imagine witnessing the formation of a sea in the middle of the African continent, where today there is only solid ground. We are not talking about Mars, but about Kenya in 2024. A fissure 50 kilometers long has torn up roads and forced families to abandon their homes in just 3 days. A case recorded in Nakuru, May of 2024. Could the Earth's sixth ocean be emerging? Stay with me until minute 5, because I will reveal the African city at risk of becoming an island later this century. It may sound like science fiction, but it is a concrete geological event currently unfolding in the heart of the African continent. In the Rift Valley, tectonic forces are gradually splitting the Earth's crust and paving the way for a new ocean that will, in the future, redraw the map of the planet. This colossal phenomenon results from deep forces acting beneath the Earth's crust, shifting tectonic plates and reshaping the world irreversibly. Interestingly, the Rift Valley, now at the center of this dramatic change, is also known as the cradle of humanity. It was there that important fossils, such as that of Lucy, were found, offering valuable clues about human evolution. This connection between the history of our species and current geological processes makes the Rift Valley even more fascinating. Beyond science, the Rift region carries cultural and spiritual significance. Many believe it to be the location of the Garden of Eden described in the book of Genesis, Genesis 2:10-14. Although the exact location of Eden is uncertain, theories place it in regions rich in rivers and natural resources, typical characteristics of the Rift Valley. Thus, the Rift links geological and historical heritage to a spiritual dimension, amplifying the importance of this phenomenon for the present and the future. The continuous movement of tectonic plates. Although the ground seems stable to us, the Earth's crust is formed by tectonic plates that float on a hot, viscous mantle. These plates are constantly moving, colliding, pulling apart or sliding sideways, causing earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and, in the case of the rift, the formation of a new ocean basin. Since the development of the theory of plate tectonics in the 20th century, scientists have been unraveling the titanic forces that shape the planet. Discoveries like seafloor spreading and plate movements have revealed that the Earth is a dynamic system in continuous transformation. The Rift Valley perfectly exemplifies this reality, allowing these processes to be observed up close. In the region, the African and Somali plates are slowly pulling apart, moving just a few millimeters per year. In 2025, scientists from the University of Glasgow identified volcanic gases in Kenya identical to those found in the Red Sea, indicating that the same magma reservoir connects more than 3,500 kilometers beneath East Africa. It is literally the ocean emerging from underground. Although this movement is imperceptible in the short term, over millions of years, it will create a fissure that will be filled by the waters of the Indian Ocean, separating the eastern portion of Africa from the rest of the continent and giving rise to a new island. This rifting process is driven by the pressure of magma rising from the mantle, deforming the crust. This pressure forces the plates to move apart. Some religious traditions interpret these events as echoes of biblical passages, such as the flood, Genesis 7. Some believe that similar processes shaped the earth after the retreat of the waters, shaping the world we know today. For many believers, the Rift Valley is seen as a continuation of divine creation, echoing Genesis's account of the separation of land and water, Genesis 1:9-10. This perspective sparks reflections on how natural forces may relate to a higher purpose, the visible cracks of transformation. One of the most visible signs of this process is the enormous cracks that open on the Earth's surface. Some are so vast, they can even be seen from space. In 2005, for example, a massive fissure opened in Ethiopia, stretching for more than 50 kilometers in just a few days, a milestone for understanding how continents break apart. These cracks are not merely scientific curiosities. They directly affect the lives of local communities by destroying roads, homes, and crops. In 2018, an important road in Kenya was literally split in half by one of these fractures, showing that the rifting process is already an everyday reality for many. For residents of the Rift Valley, these events are often interpreted culturally or spiritually. Peoples in Ethiopia and Kenya see these fissures as manifestations of the wrath of ancient gods or as signs of great spiritual transformations. These interpretations show how science and culture intertwine in the way people understand natural events. The intersection of geology, religiosity, and social impacts transforms the Rift Valley into a symbol of constant transformation. Even if the process seems slow, its consequences will be profound for the future of Africa and the planet, leaving an important legacy for science and humanity. Global transformations on the horizon. The gradual separation of the tectonic plates in the African Rift Valley is inevitable, and according to experts, it could give rise to a new ocean in a period ranging from 5 to 10 million years. This transformation will not only affect the region's geography, but will also significantly impact international maritime routes, open new trade corridors, and drastically alter coastal ecosystems. The tectonic evolution of the African Rift Valley has the potential to dramatically reshape the economic and environmental dynamics both locally and globally. Major geological transformations in other eras have also decisively influenced the course of human history in different parts of the planet. The Mediterranean Sea itself emerged from tectonic movements that, millions of years ago, brought Europe, Africa, and Asia closer together. This process resulted in the creation of trade routes that fostered the development of ancient civilizations, illustrating how natural forces can shape societies and economies. Another example is the Red Sea, which also originated from the separation of tectonic plates. Today, it connects continents, is vital for global trade, and harbors rich biodiversity. Similarly, the future African Ocean could play a strategic role in world trade, in addition to creating new marine habitats and economic opportunities for coastal countries. Consequences for local populations. For the millions of people living near the Rift Valley, this process goes far beyond a distant geological phenomenon. It is already directly affecting their daily lives. Cracks in the ground, earthquakes, and changes in river courses are transforming the environment, harming agriculture, infrastructure, and the quality of life of local communities. One of the biggest challenges is the displacement of populations. With increased soil instability and the formation of new faults, several areas may become uninhabitable. Families who have lived and farmed these fertile lands for generations are already facing the prospect of forced migration. This highlights the need for effective resettlement policies and humanitarian support to mitigate the social impacts of this geological transformation. Tectonic activity also interferes with the availability of natural resources. Lakes formed by the movement of the plates, such as Lake Tanganyika, are essential sources of water and food for millions of people. The advance of the rift could change the distribution of these resources, leading to scarcity and increasing regional tensions. It is urgent to implement water management strategies and strengthen international cooperation to prevent supply crises. Mass migration is already a reality in some regions. Geological instability forces many families to leave their homes, underscoring the need for public policies that prioritize sustainable solutions. Adapting to this new scenario involves not only infrastructure works, but also solid social policies that protect the most vulnerable. Science and technology, understanding the phenomenon. Today, Our knowledge about the formation of a future African ocean is the result of decades of research and scientific advances. Modern technologies allow researchers to monitor the tectonic process with high precision, making the Rift Valley one of the most closely monitored geological regions on the planet. Among the resources used are orbiting satellites, which monitor the Earth's surface in real time and record millimetric movements of the plates. Synthetic aperture radar, SAR, which provides detailed images of soil changes, identifying new cracks. Seismographs, which record earthquakes and help map tectonic activity and magma movement. Seismic tomography, which works like an ultrasound of the Earth, revealing magma flow in depth and explaining the forces driving the plates apart. In addition to these technologies, artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning have revolutionized the analysis of geological data. These tools combine information from different sources and help predict events such as earthquakes and the appearance of new faults. Three-dimensional models assist in projecting the rift's evolution, providing crucial information for infrastructure planning and risk mitigation strategies. Drones equipped with sensors are also used to map hard-to-access areas, while advanced algorithms analyze data in real time. This set of technologies not only monitors the current situation, but also enables more accurate predictions, helping governments and communities prepare more effectively. International cooperation, a global challenge. The magnitude of the tectonic process in the Rift Valley requires a collaborative response from scientists and authorities from different countries. Partnerships between African, European, and North American universities have formed monitoring networks that share real-time data, expanding our understanding of the rift and enabling other places to benefit from these findings. These initiatives demonstrate how science can anticipate challenges and offer concrete solutions. With the available monitoring tools, the African Rift Valley ceases to be merely an intriguing geological phenomenon and becomes an opportunity for learning for the future. The transformation of this region reminds us that the tectonic forces that shape the planet are still at work, changing not only the landscape, but also the lives of the people who live there. The awakening of a new ocean, a world in transformation. The emergence of a nascent ocean on the African continent serves as a stark reminder of the Earth's constant evolution. This geological phenomenon highlights not only the planet's powerful dynamics, but also exposes the fragility and resilience of humanity in the face of these changes. As a species, we are capable of studying, predicting, and even mitigating the impacts of such events. Nevertheless, this transformation invites us to reflect. Are we truly prepared to deal with the implications of a planet in continuous metamorphosis? At present, the most immediate challenges focus on its direct repercussions, from geological instability to the impact on access to natural resources. Looking ahead, vast opportunities unfold. New economic, scientific, and environmental perspectives may emerge. However, these opportunities raise fundamental ethical and social questions. How can we ensure support for affected communities? What lessons can we draw to live more harmoniously with these inevitable changes? From a spiritual perspective, these alterations in the Earth's crust echo ancient religious accounts that depict cycles of destruction and renewal. The birth of an ocean can be understood as part of this eternal dance of reconstruction. Yet these transformations do not occur in isolation. They add to already existing global challenges, such as the climate crisis and socio-economic tensions. What will be the impact of this new ocean on the global balance? More than that, are we ready to seize the opportunities and face the challenges it may bring? The journey to understand and monitor this phenomenon is still in its early stages, but it already reflects the strength of the Earth and our ability to observe, adapt, and thrive amid change. Three-dimensional simulations, anticipating the future based on collected data. Experts create three-dimensional simulations that offer a detailed view of what might occur in the African Rift Valley over the next several millennia. These projections illustrate the gradual widening of the valley until the Indian Ocean penetrates the region, forming a new oceanic mass. The accuracy with which this process is modeled demonstrates the remarkable advancement of modern science, allowing us to foresee not only the geological aspects, but also the possible climatic, ecological, and economic implications of this great transformation. Climatic and ecological impacts, a planet in constant transformation. The emergence of a new ocean will bring consequences that transcend the physical changes in the region. It could significantly influence weather patterns, ecosystems, and even the global carbon cycle, illustrating the complex interdependence of the Earth's natural systems. Climate changes. The formation of an African ocean will alter rainfall regimes and the global climate. Nearby areas may experience increased humidity and more abundant rainfall, while more distant regions may face prolonged drought periods. Key points include local impacts. Changes in air currents could affect rainfall patterns in Africa, impacting agriculture and the food security of millions of people. Global impacts. The newly formed ocean currents may influence atmospheric and marine circulation, affecting regions as distant as Southeast Asia and Europe. Additionally, the expansion of the oceanic surface may help balance global temperatures, impacting the intensity of extreme weather events. Volcanic activity associated with the rift could also release gases such as carbon dioxide and sulfur, altering the atmospheric composition and potentially intensifying the effects of climate change. Ecosystem transformations. The appearance of an ocean will significantly change the habitats of the region. Terrestrial ecosystems will be submerged, putting numerous local species at risk of extinction, while new marine ecosystems will emerge. Highlights include marine life. New marine species will settle in the newly formed ocean, creating a dynamic and diverse environment. Studies in areas such as the Red Sea suggest that tectonic separation zones can become genuine evolutionary laboratories, where organisms adapt to unstable environmental conditions. Carbon cycle. This new ocean could act as a carbon sink, helping mitigate global warming. However, the submergence of continental areas might release large amounts of carbon, creating a delicate balance between benefits and climate risks. Economic and infrastructural aspects. The formation of an ocean in a region that is currently land will bring about significant changes to the economy and geopolitics of Africa and the entire planet. Trade routes and global connections. Over time, this new body of water could assume a strategic role comparable to that of the Red Sea or the Suez Canal, facilitating international trade and linking markets. This phenomenon could transform the Rift Valley into a vital trade corridor, spurring economic growth in East Africa and beyond. Modern ports. Countries in East Africa could emerge as key logistical hubs, with modern ports connecting the Middle East, Asia, and other continents. Territorial disputes. The presence of a new coastline could generate disputes over natural resources and border demarcations, potentially heightening tensions between nations. Challenges and risks. Despite the economic opportunities, the ongoing tectonic activity poses a challenge to regional infrastructure. Ports, coastal cities, and trade routes will need to contend with obstacles such as earthquakes and ground instability. Investing in resilient construction will be essential to protect both populations and structures from seismic shocks and ground instability. Sustainable planning. Advanced engineering technologies and monitoring systems will be fundamental to ensuring the long-term safety and sustainability of these areas. Impacts on human life, preparation, and resilience. The formation of an ocean in the Rift Valley also raises questions about human adaptability. From the displacement of communities to environmental and economic impacts, it will be crucial to carefully plan how to address these changes. Population displacement. Areas prone to landslides or geological instability could become uninhabitable, forcing mass migrations. Resettlement policies and social support will be indispensable to mitigate the impacts on affected populations. International cooperation. Collaboration between countries will be vital to manage natural resources and tackle the climatic, ecological, and socio-economic challenges posed by this phenomenon. The new African Ocean, a symbol of planetary transformation. The emergence of an ocean in the heart of Africa represents a unique geological event, one capable of redefining the continent's contours and deepening our understanding of the forces that shape the Earth. For the scientific community, it is an extraordinary opportunity to witness continental fragmentation in real time. For local populations, it is a challenge that will require adaptation and resilience. And for humanity, it is a reminder that science, history, and the environment are profoundly interconnected. In the face of these changes, it is essential to strike a balance between progress and preservation, between adaptation and sustainability. This new ocean will not merely be a new feature on the map, but also a living symbol of the continuous evolution of our planet and our capacity to thrive amidst transformation. Thank you for following this content. YouTube now recommends 2 special videos from our channel for you. Click on one of them and we'll see you in the next video.